Alright, and with that, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 35 of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. I am your host, Andy Man, and I'm here with the 2019 August channel update. That's right, we're already getting here to August. Right, today is July 31st, 2019, the last day of July. In fact, my goodness, it felt like July kind of just flew by, didn't it? I don't know, maybe it was just me, but July kind of just flew. And now we are officially here in August, where I have a few things here to talk about today regarding the channel. Today we have our some month recaps basically for what's been going on here in the month of July. We also have our month plans to talk about as well. We also have our schedule for the month of August to release as well. We have our highlight of the month to showcase, a bit of a news and announcements, not too much of it, just a little bit of it, to be honest with you, not really a lot to talk about. And then we also have our caster of the month nomination to announce, and then we also have our Q&A session, which if you have a question for the Q&A session, if you're live here on Twitch, welcome. You can use the command in the chat, !ask Andy, and you can provide me a question through the Google Doc. Leave your username or not be named as anonymous if you would like to put your name and whatnot, and then fill out the question on what you would like me to answer here today for the Q&A session. So yes, but before we get things rolling here today, we got to go quickly for our first thing of the episode, and that is our subscriber shout out. That's right, every month we do a subscriber shout out, giving a nice shout out to those of you who were subbed to the channel for the past month or so. Whether you subbed on your own, you were gifted a sub, regardless, you do get a sub shout out once a month here on the Monthly Beatdown Podcast as a nice little thank you for being a subscriber and supporting the channel for being a sub. So yes. So we'll quickly go over that list quickly right here, right now. Actually, just got to pull it up on my my browser here. So give me 1 second here. All right. So real quickly here, we'll quickly run down a few names here. We have about 30 something of them, so I got to quickly go do a nice little rundown here. So here are the people. So thank you to Billy3802. Thank you to Grady Dose. Thank you to Co-Paylord. Thank you to Captain Paladin LP. Thank you to Super Mutant 2099. Thank you to 007565. Thank you to Dual Vision. Thank you to the British Annie, my British counterpart. Thank you very much. Thank you to Ryu Fan. Thank you to Lemon Lizard. Thank you to Foo Fighter 2. Thank you to Edgehead011. Thank you to The Random Reject. Thank you to Kuro Cereza. Thank you to 5 Rupert Pone 2. Thank you to Racer Guy 24. Thank you to Matrix Mandible 5432. Thank you to Staffel 45. Thank you to Kippy00. Thank you to Jinjos. Thank you to Rasher 24. Thank you to Apparition. Thank you to Mayhemic. Thank you to Infinity. Thank you to Cold Sax. Thank you to Yoshi86 Up. Thank you to Takata. And thank you to I Know Kitty. So thank you very much to those of you who were subbed for the past month. Like I said, we had a lot of subs this past month, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much, regardless if you subbed on your own, you were gifted a sub. Regardless, I do appreciate the support there on that part. As I've always mentioned here, subbing to the channel, it is 100% optional to sub here on the channel. Just being a sub gets you benefits such as emotes to be used here on my channel and all over on Twitch as well. You get a nice little sub badge by your name, which is pretty freaking sweet. You get no ads watching me live on here on Twitch, so if you don't like ads ruining you on any sites and whatnot without having to use ad blocker, hell, just subbing to me, you don't get ads whatsoever, which is a nice little benefit. Even though I don't make ad revenue whatsoever here on Twitch, it's just a way to get rid of the ads whatsoever if you do not like having them whatsoever. You also do get exclusive chat rooms and call rooms on my Discord server, so you are exclusive to specific rooms there, since you will be giving a exclusive role on the server, which will say Twitch subscriber, so you do get that, which is pretty sick. You also do get a monthly shout out. As you can see, every month you get a sub shout out here, and other benefits too, which I usually just like to give my subs every once in a while. So that's exclusive looks at stuff before I release it to anybody. You do get exclusive polls and whatnot to decide on feature stuff for the channel every once in a while, so there is some other stuff that you can do. But as I've always said, subbing is entirely an optional thing to do here on the channel. I only promote it just if people would like to do so or whatnot, just to tell people that, hey, I can take sub revenue since I am a part of the Twitch affiliate, so that's really the only reason why I promote it, really. But it's an 100% optional thing. Just being at the channel or just being here whatsoever definitely helps out more than anything. So yeah, so thank you very much for those of you who sub, and yeah, it should be a pretty good month. I hope we have continue a lot of the big support here that we've been getting these past couple months. I do appreciate that very much, so thank you. Alright, so moving on now, let's get into the mashed potatoes here. I don't know why I called it that, but the main course, I guess. And we'll start off today with our first topic of the night, and that is the month recap, where we basically look back at the past month here in the channel on what's been going on, just in case you haven't been following too often or whatnot, or just would like to see just a recap of what we've been doing basically for the past month here, so of July of 2019. So let's go over that real quickly here. So for Let's Play Nights, we have been currently doing a lot of Let's Play Nights streams here on the channel. We have actually a total finished of 2 games this month, and while we've also have started 2 more games on top of that. Early in the month, we finished up Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. We basically finished up our playthrough of that. That with a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing, a day 3.5, just because originally the day 3 cast just wasn't able to happen because I was running into internet issues and whatnot. So for the first time ever, I did like a 3.5 stream where it was still meant to be day 3, but it was like a 0.5 just because it was like a continuation of that cast basically. So never had that ever happen before, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, my internet decided to go haywire that day, and just unfortunately was not able to cast that day, so we had to push it for a few days afterwards, and then we were able to finish it up on, I think it was a Thursday, I believe. Yeah, it was a Thursday cast, which kind of had to get pushed the Late Night Beatdowns cast away, just so I can finish up that, so I can start up my next game there and whatnot. So yeah, so we basically did pretty much almost everything that you can. There was a few things we didn't do in the Crash 3 playthrough, but I got to 100% completion there. That's not the fully completed, because I think the fully completion is 103%, I believe. But we did 100%. We got all the gems, we did all the time trials, we're basically getting the relics of that. Basically just the main stuff there. And then we also did the bonus DLC level that was exclusive to the the Insane trilogy, which was made just new. It was a new level made just for the Insane trilogy, which was a fun level, but it was also a little bit tedious at times. I won't mind. I think I preferred, funny enough, I think I preferred the hard level bonus DLC level that was for Crash 1, which was an actual original level, just never made to the original game. But this was made for just that. But I still enjoyed it regardless. We did beat it, get everything in there. It was just very tedious level as a whole, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion on that. That's just a lot of Crash Bandicoot games in general. I find they are pretty tedious when you have to go look for things. You got to go back and forth, and then the camera doesn't really help you to do so, and it's a bit of a chore at times. Maybe that's just me, but I probably just suck at Crash Bandicoot games, so it is what it is, unfortunately. But yes, the whole entire playthrough of that is available up on TGBD Archives, which is my secondary YouTube channel, by the way. And also, it is available here on Twitch under the collection section, which I don't know if there's a section that says collection anymore, but if it ever finds like my stuff on my videos that say collection, check it in there. There's a whole playlist of it in general there, so that's where you can find that. On top of that, we also been continuing, we kind of started it this month, but we've been continuing it as well. Actually, no, we continued it from the past month. We started at the end of last month, but we've been continuing it this entire month, and that is Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. That's right. This was a first-time kind of game to be played here on the stream. It was not only the first ever fighting game to be played here on the channel, but it's also the first ever visual novel kind of like game to be played here. Never done really playthroughs of these two genres before. Technically, I have done a visual novel in the past for like a birthday stream or whatever with Doki Doki Literature Club, but never have I done a Let's Play cast of something like that. But this was kind of like an experiment, which we're still in the middle of, but we're probably going to be wrapping it up here pretty soon here. Our next stream probably will be the last cast for it, so we're looking to probably wrap it up pretty very soon here. But it's been a very interesting playthrough. Definitely a lot different compared to the other Persona games, which are just more RPG tactics and what. It's kind of a nice little spin-off, which has a really cool story in my opinion. I actually really like the story here in this game. And won't lie, at times it does get pretty repetitive, especially if you're doing both Persona 4 Arena and Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. The Persona 4 Arena portion, I find, is a very tedious chore to go through at times, where you're going through a specific character's campaign, then you're halted, so then you have to go play another character's campaign, and then their perspective's a lot different compared to everybody else, and it kind of just, I don't know, it kind of just makes it a big clusterfuck at times, kind of just to have an idea what the hell's going on with everybody, and everyone's kind of story kind of doesn't really line up at times, and I don't know, I mean, it kind of does, but it kind of doesn't at the same time. Like, different events happen for different characters' perspective. Like, one character will show up in their campaign, like, let's say you played as, like, the MC, for example, and then you run into, let's say, Aigis, for example. I believe in the MC's campaign, Aigis was like the 4th character you ran into. In Aigis' campaign, she was, I think, if I remember correctly, I don't think he even appeared at all in it, so it's, yeah, I don't know, it's a weird kind of thing in my opinion. Like, it's a little all over the place at times with different characters, but regardless though, I still have been enjoying it regardless. I think the Ultimax's portion has been way better just for pacing and whatnot. I think everything just lines up nicely and better, and it's more of a cohesive story compared to like everyone else has like their own little thing going on. Like, it all connects, which is nice, and the fact that you get to pick like some dialogue choices and who you want to play as at times during specific points of the game is a very nice little touch. I like that. I really do like that. But yes, we're going to be close to finishing it up, probably early next month here, or probably next cast, I would say, for it. We will be wrapping it up, and if you want to catch up for any of the playthrough so far, it's up on TGBD Archives. There's a playlist of it there too, and it's up on the collection section as well. After Crash 3, we actually continued more Crash Bandicoot games, and we did a second racing game this season. Yes, putting at our 3rd in total as a whole, and that was with Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. That's right, we actually did a second kart racing playthrough here on the channel, which is pretty crazy. I didn't think I'd do 2, but I was like, you know what, I definitely gonna try this game out, especially with its story mode and whatnot. And I have to say, I think this was my favorite Crash Bandicoot game out of all of them. It's funny because this is more of a spin-off kind of like game for the series, because Crash Bandicoot's more meant for platforming and that, but honestly, I think I preferred this game more than the platforming stuff. It's a very fantastic kart racing game. The story mode, it definitely brings up a lot of stuff kind of like Diddy Kong Racing does. It works, like how the story mode works basically kind of is like the exact same basically. There's some slight little differences. Instead of like, what is it, the battle mini games, you have to do like, what is it, the collection, like you have to collect the gems and whatnot. That's the only difference here with that is that you're just collecting gems over doing battles and whatnot. Well, and I will say, I mean, I'd rather prefer the battles from Diddy Kong Racing over the gem collecting. I didn't really care too much for it, to be honest with you. That's just me personally, but the rest of the game is fantastic, I gotta say, for story purposes. I think it does a great job. Never played the original before. I've been told for many years on my stream during Mario Kart streams how much this game is amazing, and people were not wrong. This game actually is pretty damn good, and I've yet to dive into online for it yet. I definitely will eventually be doing so. Just other things have been popping up and whatnot, just have been halting me from doing so. But we will definitely be doing multiplayer for it for sure on the channel. But yeah, for sure. It was a fun game. It lived up to a lot of the expectations I've had for it, especially with how much I've been told how much it's great and whatnot. So yeah, very great game. Again, the entire playthrough's up on TGBD Archives in its own playlist, and also in the collections section, so yeah. And also this month we actually started up Jak 3. Yes, Jak 3 has finally been underway. We finally got to the 3rd chapter of the original Crash Bandicoot trilogy, and yeah, it's still pretty early into the game, but we're currently sitting at 44% done as of this recording. So yeah, we already did a good chunk of it on our first night of it. So it's probably not going to be a very long playthrough, probably 2 or 3 streams at best. And we'll look to try to finish that up pretty soon, actually. I probably will be doing a bonus cast on a Monday just to finish it up and whatnot, because I think we'll probably need it. So yeah, but yeah, very fun game so far. It's just like the other 2 Crash games, or not Crash games, Jak games, excuse me. I still don't know where I put it yet. It's still too early to judge it right now. But it definitely is a lot better compared to Jak 2 at times, I find. I think where Jak 2 gets really ridiculous and hard at specific points I think this game definitely is a lot more nicer and whatnot, especially with its checkpoint system and whatnot. The weapons are pretty cool, especially with every weapon coming back from Jack 2, and now they have like an upgrade to them, which is very great. The vehicles just feel better too. I think everything just feels like it's a better a game in general. So, and that's what sequels do. They make things better from the original. So yeah, but very fun so far. Very liking it so far. But we'll continue more of it later this month, and I probably won't be too long of a playthrough. So yeah, so if you'd like to catch the first day of it, it's available on the archive channel and on their collections for Jack 3. So yeah, so that's what's basically been going on for Let's Play Nights. We're looking to try to actually take out a few more playthroughs this month. The goal is to try to see if we can finish up the season by the end of September. So we're gonna see if we can actually do that. So you may be seeing a lot more Monday streams just to finish up some shorter playthroughs, because the rest of the playthroughs, besides like maybe 2 of them, will probably take like 1 or 2 to 3 days at least. So yeah, so it won't be too long of playthroughs for the remainder of the season. So we'll look forward to that. So yeah, late night beatdowns we've been doing. We had 2 casts. We were originally going to be 4 of them this month, but 2 of them kind of got pushed away. One of them was because I had to do a Let's Play Ignite cast to finish up Crash 3, and then the other one was just because I just wasn't able to cast and whatnot. Or I mean, I was able to. Well, no, I was not able to because the internet went down and other things just got in the way, so I just wasn't able to and whatnot. So only 2 of them this month, but we're gonna try to fix that up for the last month of the summer, which is August. So I'll talk about that here in just a moment. For what we've done here for the month of August for late night beatdowns, we've done Minecraft, we've done Smash Ultimate, 100% OJ, and BB Tag. Those are like all the games we played this month. Like I said, not really too much this month, just because a lot of late night beatdown casts have been delayed or just canceled as a whole. So we're definitely going to try to fix that up for August, just because, yeah, not really too much has been happening. Originally, Crash Team Racing was going to be played for this month, but that's going to be pushed at some point in August. So I will finally be able to play the CTR Remake online in August. So it's, yeah, we'd like to eventually dive into that, especially if with all these patches and all that that's come to the game. So hopefully at that point it's made the experience a little bit better, because I've been hearing it's a bit of a mixed bag when it comes to playing online. So we'll definitely check that out at some point in next month. So yeah, and then we've also had Mario Kart Sundays, which has been going on as well. That's also been happening, and we've been going through the month the 2019 theme set contest, and as of this recording, we have done we've finished up the second round, and to start off in August, we will be actually wrapping up our contest as a whole. So look forward to that. But Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has always been played every Sunday, and it's always an interesting time. Let me tell you what. And there's been some interesting things I've been hearing from people, especially regarding things they have yet to see when it comes to Disney films and whatnot. And yeah, go watch the latest edition of Mario Kart Sundays to know what I'm talking about when it comes to that, because my mind was blown at times, I will say, when it comes to some of the things I heard. So yeah, but we'll talk about that in a feature stream too. So yeah. So basically, when it comes to streaming, that's what's basically been going on here. Also this month, back in July, actually, I was actually part of the Tally Ho show over at the British Andy's channel. That was something I did. Very, very fun. I had a great time doing so. I'll definitely have to participate in that again. As of right now, I don't think the archive for it is up. I've not seen it go up on SoundCloud or anything like that. Hopefully, it's going up eventually. Because yeah, I haven't seen it gone up yet. Maybe he's highlighted it, but I haven't seen anything about it yet. But it should still be up for archive on his Twitch channel, so you can probably dig through his archives there, and you can find it there basically. And yeah, it was very fun. It was a very early morning thing. Normally, I'm not really a morning person to do morning stuff like that, but I decided to do it just because why the hell not? So, but it was a good time regardless. I definitely would like to thank Andy for allowing me to be on the Tally Ho show. It was awesome to be on there. I'll definitely participate again sometime down the line, and go check out his channel over at the British Andy's channel. And I don't know who I don't know what that says. Elixis. I don't know what the hell that said, but yeah, it must have been a typo or something like that. But yeah, go check him out there. He does some good stuff over there, and he definitely does this Tally Ho show every once in a while too. I think it's every like Saturdays, I believe. So very early in the morning too, because yeah, his co-host, I believe his name is James, actually is in the UK, so they gotta kind of fit the time slot for everybody basically to make it work. So yeah, but awesome stuff. I had a good time. So if I ever find it, ever archived or whatever, I'll make sure to post it like on social media and stuff like that, so then everybody can actually take a listen or watch, because it's probably going to be more of a listen just because it's more talking and anything. There's no footage or anything like that. It's more of a talking thing, so it's more of a listen, I guess you can say. So yeah. And also on top of that, we've also been doing community nights off stream, and they've been doing very, very well, I gotta say. This has been the first time I've been doing stuff like this. It's been pretty great, and we've been going through Ruby at the moment. We've done the first 3 volumes of Ruby, which is awesome. Very, very thankful for everybody who came by for that. We also did 1 week where we did the Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. We did a few episodes of that. I think we're about at episode 36 about that, just because that can just fly by. Those episodes go very fast. As for Ruby, it definitely takes like maybe 2 to 3 hours just to finish up a volume. So yeah, and there's going to be a bit of an update regarding this. I'll talk about that right now, actually. Starting next week here, because we're going to be making Tuesdays or Wednesdays our community nights whenever I can, basically. It's not going to be a every week kind of thing, but basically when I can, that's when that's going to be happening. But these next couple weeks, for the rest of the summer, we're going to be finishing up Ruby as a whole. We're going to be doing Tuesday nights, which is going to be Ruby Chibi nights, because we got to the point where we can start that up, which is more of a comedy, like makes fun of the own show or something like that. It's more comedy sketches than everything, kind of like the early days of Ruby on our Tuesday night community nights. And then Wednesdays, we're going to be going back to just the actual volumes. So this upcoming week, I believe August, what day would that be? August 6th would be Ruby Chibi, and August 7th is going to be the start of Volume 4, and we're going to go through the entire seasons there. So Chibi Season 1 will be on August 6th, and then Volume 4 will start up on August 7th, basically, and then we'll continue that for the next couple of weeks here until we've basically finished up everything that has been released. So that being Chibi Season 2, and then Chibi Season 3, and then Volumes 5 and 6, basically. And then once we do that, we'll have to find something else to watch for the next little bit here, because not sure what else to do after that. So we'll come up with stuff when the time comes, because we're still a ways away from finishing this up yet. So it's still going to be a bit, but it's been pretty fun though. So thank you everybody who's come on by for this. I've been getting a lot of people have wanted me to do this for quite some time, so I'm glad I've finally had the opportunity to finally do so. But like I said, it's just going to be something when I can do every once in a while once the fall begins, just because it's the summer and not much is happening. I can definitely actually do it a little more often and whatnot. So yeah, but it's been pretty fun. So I'm glad it's been well received. We'll definitely need to find another site for other things that aren't for just like YouTube and stuff like that, just because unfortunately the site we use only does YouTube or like Dailymotion or Twitch or stuff like that, basically. So we definitely we'll need to find some other site eventually if we're going to expand on what we're doing. So yeah, but we'll think of that as the time comes and whatnot, because yeah. But for now, we're just going to be going through Ruby and whatnot until we're finished with that. So yeah. And yeah, so there you go. So that's what's been going on for the month of July. So it's been a pretty good month, I gotta say. Very good month. We've been doing a lot of things here, and it's really good. I like the community bonding we've been doing over there. I know not everybody shows up for the community nights. It's more they just come for like late night beatdowns or the streams and whatnot, which is understandable. That's all good. But it's cool to have a nice little community bond for doing the community nights and whatnot. So yeah. But yeah, so moving on here, we'll move on to our next segment, which is going to be the month's plans for August. So yes, this is where we'll talk about what the plans are for August of 2019. So to quickly go over for streaming, here's what we're going to be doing. So for August, this first week of August, we are going to be wrapping up both of our current playthroughs right now. So we're going to finish up Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, and we're also going to finish up Jack 3. So those two games are going to be finished on the first week here of August. And then after that, for Slot 1 nights, you will be seeing more of our new playthroughs that we're going to be playing made for this season. They're going to be pretty shorter playthroughs for 167, 168, and 169 will be pretty short. Those three will be definitely short. And then Saturdays, we'll have a specific something that might be some people are looking forward to. So yeah, but we'll announce that when the time comes. So stay tuned for more information on that. Then for late night beatdowns, for this month, we're definitely going to try to do more late night beatdown streams for the month of August, because like I said, we kind of had to push away 2 of them for this past month, because Thursday, these couple of weeks this month was just kind of all over the place for me, so I just wasn't able to do it. But we will be doing some late night beatdowns. Our first late night beatdowns cast, which I'll spoil right here, will be happening tomorrow, and it's going to be a full dedicated Smash Bros. Ultimate stream, because new DLC has released for the game. The hero from Dragon Quest and his new map and whatnot is all going to be has been all released, and I've yet to try it out. So it's going to be a first time I'll be looking at it and trying it out on stream kind of thing. So I'll be doing single player. I'll be the classic mode basically. The spirit board for him. And then some other stuff just to showcase, listen to the soundtrack that he has brought with him. And then we'll be doing some multiplayer, basically. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow for Late Night Beatdowns, as of this recording, August 1st, for a full 5-hour stream of Smash Ultimate. So, should be a good time. So, yeah. And also, I'd like to announce that, yes, CTR will be debuting for Late Night Beatdowns this month as well. Not this Thursday coming up, but probably next Thursday. So, look forward to CTR finally being played for Late Night Beatdowns starting the next week or so. So yeah, should be good. So I wanted, and also I should mention, I forgot to add this as well. But once the Persona 4 Arena Ultimax playthrough is done, expect Persona 4 Arena Ultimax to be joining the Late Night Beatdowns polls and just games in general. Just because, yeah, I want to add more fighting games. We have a Persona fighting game as well, which is BB Tag, but let's make a full dedicated to just Persona 4 and 3 and whatnot, and have its own fighting game. And it is the PS3 version, which I've been playing. So yeah, expect those two games to be added for the poll starting this month in August. So should be good. And then Mario Kart Sundays, still going to be playing Mario Kart for the next ever. So yeah, but this month will be the finals of the 2019 theme set contest. So this upcoming Sunday will be the last time we'll be playing through our final 4 submissions. The final 4, the last 4 that are standing. And then after that week, there will be a week poll, or a 2-week poll. So the week after that, there will not be any announcement. You guys can still vote for the winner. And then the week after that, which is going to be week 80 of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for Mario Kart Sundays, we'll announce the winner of the 2019 theme set contest. So that's what's the plan when it comes to Mario Kart Sundays for this month of August. So look forward to that. So it should be good. And then yeah, that's basically going to be that for the month. That's what the streaming plans are going to be this month. So should be good. So and then yes, we'll also be doing community nights as well until for the entire month as well. We'll finish up the month doing probably a community night or 2 the next couple of weeks here. So should be good. Yeah. But that's basically what's going to be happening too, so yeah. Alright, so moving on now, we're going to be talking about the schedule for the month of August. That's right, so this is where we actually talk about the schedule, when you can expect live streams and all that stuff here on the channel, and we'll quickly talk about that right here, right now. So let's transition over now to the schedule for the month, and boom, there it is right here. If you'd like to read the schedule at any point in time, you can use the, or actually, there's no command though, but you can actually go up on here on Twitch. But I think you can see it up here. If not, this should say my name at the top here, and then you can go under the events, click that, and it'll show you my entire stream schedule. Also, down below, actually I'll showcase that real quickly. If you go down below, down here, there's also a, let me get rid of that. You can also see a plugin that actually has the schedule. Right here, yeah, right here. So that tells you when the next stream is and how many hours and whatnot, basically. So after today, yeah, there's your next stream, basically. So yeah, that's basically how that works, basically. So yeah. So going on here now, let's talk about the schedule for the month of August of 2019. So the first stream of August. Will be happening tomorrow, August 1st, with late night beatdowns, and this is going to be a full, dedicated Super Smash Bros. Ultimate live stream. Just for dedication for the new release DLC for the Dragon Quest hero and all that stuff. So we're going to showcase all the new content that the game has provided us with that update. I've yet to try it out yet, so the first time I will be playing it will be tomorrow. So it'll be the first time I'll be trying out the character and all that stuff. I've actually not even tried it out yet. He came out yesterday, but I was doing a community night. But I have him downloaded onto my Switch, so I don't have to worry about having to download him and whatnot. August 2nd, we'll be here with Let's Play Night, and we'll be here with day 2 of Jak 3, continuing our playthrough of that. So look forward to more Jak 3 then. August 3rd, we'll be here. I believe this is with day 7 of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, and this will most likely be our finale night for this game. We only have a few things left to go. We're in the last campaign of the game, and then after we beat that, there should be a bonus ending, and which I don't think will take too long. So we'll go through all of that, and then we'll announce our next game following the ending of that cast there. Mario Kart Sundays, August 4th, we'll be here with Mario Kart Sundays with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so look forward to that. Should be a good time. And we'll be announcing our final 4 of the theme set contest on this cast as well. So the top 2 voted for submissions on the last cast, we'll move on to the finals, and we'll play through our 4 finalists on that stream. August 5th, there will be a Monday cast. This has just been announced. We'll be doing a special Monday cast with day 3 of Jak 3, and this will most likely finish up the playthrough because, the game's not too very long from what I've been told, and we'll most likely finish it in 3 streams, so look forward to our final night of Jak 3 then, and then we'll announce our next game for Slot 1 nights on the end of that stream there, so yeah. August 8th, there will be late night beatdowns again. This could be the start. We'll be seeing CTR. I might do a CTR stream here, so look forward to that. And then a Viewer's Choice game. The Viewer's Choice poll will be back then as well. August 9th, we'll be here with Let's Play Nights with a to-be-determined game. This is our Slot 1 nights, by the way. Fridays are Slot 1 nights. It's August 10th, Let's Play Nights was our Slot 2 game, so these 2 games will be to be determined after the conclusion of our current playthroughs, so stay tuned for more information on those. August 11th, Mario Kart Sundays, for more Mario Kart 8 there, and this will be the return of the original Fruit Machine theme set selectors, so that's where we'll continue more of that then, so the return of the old theme sets will be back there on that stream. August 15th, Late Night Beatdowns again. Not sure what I'll be playing yet, stay tuned. And then there'll also be a Viewer's Choice poll. August 16th, 17th with Let's Play Nights with slots 1 and 2. August 18th, now this is going to be week number 80 of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is where we'll announce our winner of the 2019 theme set contest, so should be good. Look forward to the winner being revealed at the start of the cast there. August 22nd with Late Night Beatdowns. Again, not sure what I'll be playing there, but there will be a Viewer's Choice poll as well. Let's Play Nights on August 23rd and 24th. Again, don't know what I'll be playing yet. Stay tuned. August 25th, Mario Kart Sundays. I believe this is our last Mario Kart cast for August. Yes, it is. So this will be the last Mario Kart cast for August. August 28th, which is going to be a Wednesday, we'll be here with the September 2019 channel update for the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. So there you go. That's our September channel update, so look forward to that. Late Night Beatdowns, August 29th, our last late night cast for August. August 30th and 31st, we'll be here with Let's Play Nights, and then September will start off on the 1st of September, obviously, with Mario Kart Sundays. So, yeah, so basically, that is our schedule for the month. There could be some added Monday streams, just because, like I said, the next few playthroughs I plan for Slot 1 nights for the next little bit will be 1 to 2 streams at best, so could be seeing a lot of Monday casts for the remainder of the month, so look forward to it. Anything changes, I'll let you know, everybody, on social media and Discord and all that stuff where I update some news if you don't follow me outside of that. So yeah, so look forward to that. Like I said, things are destined to change, so if it does change, if anything changes, I will just make updates regarding it. So yeah, so keep an eye on that stuff there. So yeah, so there you go, guys. That is our schedule for the month of August of 2019. Should be pretty good. I hope we can finish the summer with a lot of streaming, because like I said, once the fall becomes, it's gonna get a little bit more quieter for the most part. A lot of more like Monday streams may be happening and stuff like that too. So yeah, so look forward to that. So moving on now, it's going to be our highlight of the month. That's right. So once a month we go and look back at the best highlight that happened in the month of the past month of casting, and we have one in particular. And it's a very it's actually very more recent moment actually that happened, and it comes from a Mario Kart Sundays cast. In fact, it was our latest Mario Kart cast, in fact, and yeah, it was a very great highlight, and I think it deserved it for the highlight of the month this month, just because it deserved it. So, and I'm sure a certain someone will be very, very, very salty about it. But you know what? I gotta do it. So here's our highlight of the month for July of 2019.
I don't know what? I do not like that R1.
Oh, good. Item lag.
When you told me...
fuck. See, Billy is rigging it. I knew it.
Not to be...
I knew it. Billy's rigging it. He's DCing people so he can do it.
Marie, I have taken that to heart.
I can't believe this.
I said, ever since you told me to stop making fun of Marie, I have. But...
Oh god, beat it!
I didn't get
He's gonna make it.
Beat it! So remember this time I helped Andy?
Doesn't count.
So remember the time I helped Andy to get
It doesn't count. It's not his birthday anymore. It also doesn't count because people DC. And it also doesn't count.
Oh no! Billy DC'd me. I can't believe it. Alright, so up next is going to be Casual with Frantic Options. So if anyone who wants in, please add my Switch Franco, which you listen here on the screen. You can find down below, description down below. To the chat this time, it's spammed by Beatdown Pod, or you can use the command !! gamer tags. And you have until the time it comes to be added, so add me now if you like to join in. Oh! Yes! I did it!
Yes.
Billy's not in chat for me. Cause I got banned.
Because I got banned. Billy 60s gets banned.
Billy 60s says magic words, gets banned, all in one succession.
Yep. No, the 60 didn't happen. The game DC'd.
No, there is no 60.
There was no 60.
We gotta redo that set.
Wow,
Andy.
Huh?
We gotta redo that set then. So.
No, that was the last race of that set, so we're done that set. It happened. That was the...
just never existed.
He had 45 points. Kappa. Oh my god. That's the only way you can stop 60s in that game. So there you go. So there's our highlight of the month for July of 2019. Very good highlight that came out of that for sure. And it was from our latest edition of Mario Kart Sundays. So yeah, go check that cast out if you want. Like I said, the latest Mario Kart cast, there was some very questionable things that I had to read in my chat regarding stuff that people have not seen regarding Disney films and stuff like that. It was something. It was something. I might have broke on that stream for sure, so yeah. But yeah, moving on here now is our next segment coming up here, and that's going to be our channel update. So I got one thing to talk about, guys. There's one little channel update. And it's just, that's not really a big thing or anything. No, it's nothing really too major or anything like that. Nah. It's a small little thing that's gonna be finally gonna be revealed sometime during this month, and that is yeah. So yes, later this month we're gonna have info for this gonna be finally revealed. Finally, we're at that point of the year where this stuff's gonna finally be showcasing up at some point. So look forward to it. We'll have a teaser trailer being revealed. We'll have a few. We'll have a few new. We'll have a few polls being released as well. And actually, this year I have been deciding if I want to do a few new polls. So there might be some new categories to vote for this year, just because I definitely need some time to actually delay the playthroughs polls this year, just because I don't know if we're gonna reach all of our playthroughs by the end of August. So maybe September at least. So yeah, so there might be some new categories this year. Very first timers here, so this should be a good one. So there will be the date that will be revealed as well, stuff that will be showcased as well, and all the info will be announced sometime later this month. So should be pretty great. So look forward to the 8th anniversary show stuff and whatnot, which by the way won't happen until October, excuse me, but August is normally the month where this information finally drops. So look forward to the info coming out for it later this month. So yeah. But yeah, there you go. So that was it. That was all the channel updates for the month. So not really too much to talk about this month. Just a little minor thing to talk about, and that was the 8th anniversary show information and whatnot. So yeah, I can't believe it's already going to be 8 years of this channel in October already, which is pretty freaking wild, I gotta say. But yeah. So yeah, now moving on to our next segment is going to be the caster of the month. So yes, once a month we like to give a little shout out to other casters here on Twitch TV that I like to watch or like to support and whatnot every time I can. And last month's caster of the month for July was Rockstar Tragedy. Make sure to go check him out over at twitch.tv/RockstarTragedy, who does a lot of multiplayer-based games on his channel. Sometimes some single-player stuff, but he does a lot of more, I say, multiplayer stuff more than the single-player stuff like I do personally. So today, our caster of the month will be nominated for August of 2019. And yeah, this guy, I've been wanting to give him a shout out for quite some time. And yeah, he's a very awesome guy, and he doesn't come by my channel as often, but he's around on other people's channels as well for the most part. But he does a lot of good stuff on his streams. Like, he does a lot of different variety of stuff too. And we recently raided him not too long ago, in fact, and there was a very, 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 very funny clip that came out of his channel right after I raided him because he was playing a specific game. And yeah, there was you know what, maybe I can't really describe it, but just watch it. The clip itself is pretty good. So here is our cast of the month for August of 2019.
It's funny you're catching me right now. It's funny because look at me, I'm playing as Rasher. Hi guys, I'm Rasher.
Jesus Christ. Oh. This is just getting monotonous.
Right.
Yeah, if I had to pick a clip from theirs, it was that because because holy crap, the comparison was pretty comparable, I will say. So yeah, so there you go, guys. Our cast of the month for August of 2019 goes to Zom Chicken, aka Tad, who does a lot of stuff over his channel. He does multiplayer stuff, he does single player stuff. He runs an E-Fed over on his channel where he takes I think WWE 2K19 or any latest edition of the WWE games and has like his own little internet fed where he takes like people in his community or other casters and they're part of it. And yeah, he does a lot of good stuff over his channel. I think I've been a part of his QZW at one point, but not so much anymore, but I used to be. But yeah, good stuff. Go check him out over there, over at twitch.tv/ZomChicken. I think he'd like he'd appreciate the the follows and all that stuff, because yeah, he's awesome. Go check him out and whatnot. I've known him for a little while too, so go check him out if you have not done so yet. So yeah, so there you go. That's our cast of the month for August of 2019. So now we're gonna moving on to our final segment of the day, and that is going to be our Q&A session. That's right. So this is where I will be answering questions that you guys ask me. You guys can use the command !Ask Andy in the chat if you're live here on Twitch. And they'll be giving you a Google Doc there that you can fill out a future question for the Q&A session. Leave your username or name yourself as anonymous to put if you want to use your name or not, and leave your question in there as well. If you're watching ever of these on YouTube, the link is in the description of this video, and you can send me a future question for a future Monthly Beatdown Podcast Q&A session. So yeah, so let's dive into our Q&A session right here, right now. See how many questions we got at the moment. We got looks like we got 2 questions at the moment. So I will quickly go over those real quickly here. So let's see what we got here for this month for our questions. All right. So first question comes from not NOT space app. Not app. Apparently not app is asking me questions for some reason. Whoever that is. And they ask, if I gift a sub to Edge, can I request that I am thanked twice and Edge is not thanked? Asking for a friend. Well, I don't know about that, because it tells me who gifted the sub in the chat, so I have to thank the person that did it. Unless you are anonymous, then I have no idea who it is. So yeah. But unfortunately, I won't be able to see anything notification-wise at the moment, just because during the podcast, I actually don't have my notifications up. So unfortunately, you won't be able to see anything like that at all. So unfortunately, it is what it is. But yeah. But I guess sure, I will thank you twice for doing so. But as for Edge, I mean, he was just gifted us. He'll just be gifted a sub. So I'll just say thank you for so and so gifting the sub to Edge. So yeah. So yeah, I don't know. But anyways, thank you for the question, I guess. And yeah. So yeah, next question is from Anonymous, and the question is, ever think of doing something different? Like what exactly? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean by that. It's not a very specific question, so my answer is no, because I don't know what you mean by that. So yeah, so thank you for that. Another question from Anonymous says, why should I get invested in why should I get invested in Cinder as a character? Well, you shouldn't, because she is the worst Ruby villain out of all the Ruby villains, because she has no character. All she wants is power, and that's about it. So don't get invested. But if I tell you should get invested, why should you be invested in Cinder? I mean, she kind of has that figure of a character design, if you know what I mean. And that's really about it. That's all she's got for her. That's about it. So yeah, but yeah, so the answer is you don't. You don't. So yeah. But yes, thank you very much for the question there. And dang, that was all the questions so far. But I'll give it a few more minutes here before I call it here. But yeah, we have we only got a few questions there. But I'll wait a few minutes to see if we get any more questions at all. So I won't end too soon here. All right. Oh, we got another one right here. It's from Edge. Edge has sent a question here. It says, how many times do you think I'll die to the final boss in the old schoolhouse? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe 0, because apparently I was told that you have many years of experience of this game that you're playing and whatnot. So I'm gonna say 0. So there you go. I have that's my answer. I don't know. I can't really tell exactly how if you but I think you said you're playing it on not a very hard difficulty either. So yeah, definitely 0. I'm gonna go with 0. That's gonna be my answer. 0 is the answer. So yeah, so thank you for the question. Next question from App says, is Ruby Chibi canon to anything? Good question. Yes and no. For the most part, it's just more of a for fun kind of thing. It more just confirms like little dates and whatnot. Like, I believe one of the things that was confirmed that I can recall from the top of my mind was Ruby's birth date. That was the only thing I can think of at the top of my mind right now. I need to watch Chibi again just to see if there's anything else, but for the most part, it's not. It's just more just for shits and giggles kind of like thing. But there was one thing I remember that got confirmed as a canon thing from it, and that was just Ruby herself and her birth date. That's really about it, really. So yeah. So yeah, was curious if it was canon to between volumes. They will touch upon stuff on it. That's why I said I was gonna start after volume 3, because they do bring up like things that happened from like the first 3 volumes. They poke fun of the stuff from the first 3 volumes, and other volumes after that, like the other seasons, just keep poking fun of itself. It's basically they just poke fun of themselves. Like they'll talk about like stuff that animation wise and stuff like that. They like to poke jabs at themselves. It's just a show that's just make fun of itself basically. So that's really it. And I think it utilizes a lot of the characters better than the actual show at times. But that's just me. And it's funny because it's just more of a side kind of thing where it's just meant to be shits and giggles and whatever. So, but I like it. It's more comedy basically, and just more it's more that it makes fun of itself kind of thing. But yeah, for canon wise, yeah, there's not really too much to really look forward to for canon wise. They'll talk about a few things that happen in the actual show and just poke fun of it or whatever, or it's like a little minor thing that's canon to like a specific character and their story and whatever. So that's really it. Really, there's nothing really too crazy canon wise like you would expect like in the main show. So yeah, but that's basically that. So yeah, so there you go. Thank you for the question there. Next question from 5 Uberpone 2. Any reveals you would like to see at EVO? Ooh, that's a good one. Yes, because EVO actually is this weekend, in fact, which is the big fighting tournament where the big best fighters of the fighting game players in the world go and compete for cash money and prizes and all that stuff. And they like to actually do a little bit of reveals at the show regarding specific games being played during the show. The one thing I would like to see is specific Street Fighter characters getting revealed. Oh wait, yeah, sorry, I jumped the gun a little bit there because apparently one of the reveals apparently got leaked, and people are not happy. So I'm so sorry. That really sucks whenever you find out that stuff gets leaked like that days and days before the actual reveal. That really does suck. But yeah, but jokes and serious here. But the stuff that I would like to see being revealed, I'd like to see more Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle DLC. I would like to see more characters be revealed. Because I think the last pack of characters that we got was the one that Teddy was in, right? So that was the last thing. Definitely like to see the Persona 4 Ultimax characters finally get revealed for the game, because I think we've pretty much touched upon almost everybody for Persona 4 Arena. At least I can't recall anybody else that's really missing from that. I guess Elizabeth really is it. That's really the only character that you have left to really add from that. But I'd like to see the Ultimax cast finally get put into the game, because to be honest, it's the same game. Let's be honest. There's like a slight, maybe a tiny differences, but I don't know. I've not really noticed it too much. But you could add these characters and put them in there. Like I don't know why you would only limit it to just the arena characters, right? So I'd like to see more of the Ultimax characters be added finally. Like I'd like to see, Elizabeth's more of a pre-4 arena character. I'd like to see her get added into the game. Obviously, you gotta put Risei on just to finish up the investigation team. I'd like to see definitely Junpei and Yukari get added into the game for sure. That should definitely be a thing. I know Adachi's a big fan favorite, so put him in. But yeah, I would just say put everybody. But the only character I think would not work would be Ken and Koromaru, just because they're a double character, and I don't know if that would work very well when it comes to like a game like BB Tag. So he might be the only character I think you couldn't really add. Sadly, since I don't know how he would work really well when it comes to like a tag team fighting game mechanic. But I don't know. But maybe they can. I don't know. Maybe they know a way, but I don't know. But I just don't see it working for him, unfortunately. But everybody else that was in the game, absolutely, you should add them into the game, because I think you could still make them work regardless. Everyone says, oh, you can't make them work because this and that, but it's like, they'll find a way. They always do. All these game companies always find a way down, like, oh, I guess that makes sense. So, yeah. For BB Tag, I'd like to finally see more Ruby characters being added to the game. I mean, it's nice to have Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang in the game, but we need more Ruby characters. Hopefully we get some announcement that we get more Ruby characters, because I think it's time. Team Juniper should all get revealed. That would be pretty great. As a next little bit of content for the game for Ruby, at least, just to give more characters and more, just to add up the roster for the Ruby side, because they are pretty limited on that case compared to everybody else. Everyone else has all these characters, which I get it. It's gonna take some time to make these guys, just because they have to make their sprites from scratch, because they haven't been in a fighting game before, so they have to make all their stuff from the ground up, while everybody else, they can just add in basically like that, just because, yeah. But yeah, I think Ruby deserves a little bit more characters to be added. Juniper deserves to be in there. I think another character should, say what you want about Cinder, she should be in there. I think Mercury should be in there. Emerald should be in there as well. Adam should be in there. I'm trying to think who else here. Crow should be in there as well. Like, I could go on with some character names that I would like to see. But would they add them? I don't know. It depends. It depends on Arc Systems' part and Rooster Teeth's part as a whole. Penny would be cool. Yeah, I forgot Penny. Yes, Penny would also be pretty good too. It'd be nice to have Penny and Aegis like be able to team up and whatnot. But with the latest DLC, they didn't really make any interactions with any of the characters at all. So Teddy doesn't interact with any character, unfortunately, which is unfortunate. But maybe they'll patch it one day, so they do, but I doubt it. I don't think they ever will. But it'd be cool to see that, but I don't know if we'll ever get that at all. But it'd be sweet to see, but yeah. But yeah, I would add Penny to there as well. Yeah, there's a lot of characters from Ruby I'd say that would be awesome to add in there. Like I said, the entirety of Team Juniper should be in there. I think John would be a very comedic character when it comes to his combat styles and whatnot. I think he'd be pretty great. Pyrrha would be fantastic in the game. She'd be a fun character to play as, I think. Nora would be another like comedy character as well, but she'd be pretty fucking good too, I think. Ren would be pretty good. I think he'd kind of have like a bit of like a ninja-like moveset, kind of almost like Blake does a bit. I would also like to see Adam, because he could be pretty cool too. Penny would be great. Cinder would be a good one to have. Emerald and Mercury would be good. Crow would be good. Roman would actually be good, and same as Neo. Those two for sure would actually be really good. Neo for sure, I think, people would absolutely like go nuts for, because she'd be a pretty interesting character to actually play as. So, but yeah, there's a lot of characters I would like to see for the come stuff. So on the BB Tag side, definitely I'd like to see the Ultimax side finally get added, and then I'd like to see Ruby characters finally get added into the game. For the other franchises, I don't care too much for it, to be honest. I know I only really got the game for the Ruby and Persona characters. I don't really care too much for the other franchises that are in there, to be honest. I was more interested in the Persona side of things, and then the Ruby characters as well. So that's really it. So fortunately, they haven't really touched too much on the Ruby side, which has kind of made me not care too much. But they have been slowly adding Persona characters. But I hope we are still going to get the Ultimax characters. If we're not getting Ultimax characters, then that kind of sucks a bit, because it's like, you have all these characters you could use for this game, but you're not going to do it. But it is what it is, unfortunately. But we'll see. Maybe I'll be surprised here, and when they do reveal it or not. So yeah. But if I have to pick, if I want to see two characters from those franchises to come into the game at Evo, obviously I would like to see Rise would be the character for the Persona side, so that it confirms the Ultimax stuff. And then for the Ruby side, oh man, if I had to choose one, that's gonna be tough. But if they did Ruby, they would have to go with 4, honestly, or just like, because if they're gonna add Juniper, they gotta add the entire squad for the game. They can't just add just one at a time. They'll have to add like all 4. They'll just reveal all 4 of them. Oh man, because yeah, that's the tough part about that. I don't know honestly. That's a tough question. That's a tough choice. I'd like to say Juniper, but I don't know who I would pick first out of that. I would guess John, just because he's the leader, and then go from there. But yeah, I don't know. But I think they want more of a wilder, like, more hype character too, on the Ruby side of things. I don't know. Maybe Roman Torchwick would be kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe Cinder. Yeah, maybe Cinder will be the character, because yeah, she's the antagonist, or at least one of the antagonists in the series. So maybe Cinder would be the character they could go with when it comes to that. And then maybe Juniper would come after that, because if they're gonna do Juniper, Team Juniper, they would announce them all in one go, basically. But which I don't think they would ever do, to be honest with you. They just go one at a time with all these characters. So, but that's just how I see it personally. So, but yeah, but that's what I like to see when it comes to the BB tag kind of side of things. I would like to say Smash Ultimate as well, but I don't know yet about that. If we're gonna get our 4th character revealed at this at Evo, maybe we would, but I'm not gonna hold my breath to it. But we did get 2 reveals at E3, so maybe I'm thinking it might be a little bit too soon for that. So it probably won't be anything Smash related. If there is some sort of reveal from Nintendo side of things, I don't know, maybe it's going to be some sort of direct or something like that, but I highly doubt it. I don't think we're going to get anything Smash related, just because we just got the hero yesterday from Dragon Quest for the game, so I don't think we're going to get any character revealed just yet. But if there is, sick. That'd be freaking awesome if we do, but I just don't see it. But if we are getting a character reveal, who do I want? Well, obviously I want Sora. That's who I want, but I think just because it's Evo, they're gonna grab some character from a fighting game and put him into Smash Bros. I think it just makes the most sense there, and I think the franchise that is probably going to get a character would be Tekken. To be honest with you, I think a Tekken character is going to be revealed for Smash Ultimate, just because the reason why I say that is because Namco only has Pac-Man in the game, and they don't have anybody else, and I feel like that's kind of odd that they don't have anybody else in the game. So I've been thinking maybe Namco will get another character. I'm thinking it's either going to be someone from Tekken, or it's going to be somebody from the Tales of series. It seems boring to me. Yeah, it kind of does to me too, but it just makes the most sense, honestly. I just could honestly just see that happening. They just going to play it safe there, personally. But that's what I can just see, honestly. But it's just to cater to the fighting game crowd, right? So I think that's the only reason why they would do it too. But hell, if I'm wrong on that, cool. By all means, I'll be happy about that. And if it's somebody entirely different, that'd be pretty sick. But if it happens, I mean, I feel like it's a safe bet for me personally to think that. So, but like I said, that's only if we do get a 4th character reveal at Evo. But something tells me they won't do it. At least it's too soon, especially since they got Banjo next to be made and whatnot. So. I'm gonna say no to that, so probably nothing for the Nintendo side of things for Smash, at least not yet. Probably gonna have to wait for a month or so for that. Probably at the next direct that they'll do that, they'll probably announce the next character for sure. So, but when that will be, who knows? But yeah, I mean, I always look forward to the other games that get stuff revealed as well, but I'm not really too high on them. But when I see them, I'm like, that's kind of cool. Like, especially if it's like a left field character, like what was it? The one guy from The Walking Dead in Tekken, like that was pretty out of left field of an announcement. So yeah, I look forward to seeing whatever gets announced for any of these fighting games, just because something's gonna be pretty wild, that's for sure. And you gotta love guest appearances in these fighting games whenever they announce like this said guest character for a game to come into a specific game, which is pretty sick. So, but yeah, that's really all I can really answer when it comes to that. Like, those are the 2 things for sure. But like I said, I look forward to whatever gets announced for fighting games, just because I can just look into it and be like, oh, that's cool, that's pretty neat. Maybe we'll get some sort of fighting game announced at the show. Probably not. I'm gonna say no to that, but we'll see. Definitely, I think Soul Calibur is gonna get something pretty big too. for some sort of character reveal. I just have a feeling that's going to happen too. So, because I think Soul Calibur is actually going to be played at the at EVO too. So, I have some feeling maybe they're going to get something pretty big, because that game's not too old actually, right? It's only almost a year old or so, right? So, yeah, I still think it is probably going to get some sort of content for it, right? So, yeah, but definitely Tekken will definitely get something for sure. Persona 5 Arena, yo, I wish. I freaking wish, man. I absolutely wish. But hey, who knows? We'll have to wait and see what happens at this weekend for sure. So, but it should be good. I'm looking very forward to EVO. I watch it every once in a while too, especially when the finals are happening. That's kind of when I tune in. But yeah, it's always a hype time, and definitely looking forward to seeing what's to come this weekend at the EVO tournament. So, yeah. But yeah, so there you go. So thank you for the question there. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Actually, let me just take a quick sip of my water here, and then we'll read this next question here. Okay, an old otaku has asked, is there any anime you like to do for community nights in the future? Actually, there was one I wanted to do. I actually really wanted to do the original Persona 4 animation, because I thought, that'd be pretty cool, especially since we recently played Persona 4. I was like, that'd be kind of cool to do like a little let's watch community night of the Persona 4 anime, because I thought that'd be kind of neat to do, just a little, just showcase that. But unfortunately, the original Persona 4 anime is actually not anywhere to be found to be watched on. Like, it's not even on Crunchyroll or anything like that. I don't think it's even available. There's clips of it on YouTube, but not the full episodes or whatever, so it wouldn't work there. And for the sites that they're on, which is the sites that are they're not actual legal sites, so it is very hard to actually find it unless you own the copy of the anime. But yeah, unfortunately, there's no way to actually do it. There is a Persona 4 anime, but it's the golden one, and I hear it's not that great. I actually never watched it, but I haven't heard anything really, really good that has come out of it. So yeah, so there's that. I've been told to finally get into My Hero Academia, just because I hear a lot of people are hyped as hell for this show. Everyone's like so into it, and it seems like a cool concept. I feel like it's something I'd get into as well. But yeah, definitely we need to try looking into that. Another one I've actually been interested in because of a YouTuber I watch is Hunter x Hunter. I think that would be a pretty good one to watch as well. It seems very cool, not gonna lie. That seems like a really cool show too. Would be that one. It's great too. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't really know too much anime for sure for it to say. There's also One Punch Man. What else is there? Obviously, there's Dragon Ball, but that could take like forever to go through because there's million episodes of filler. That's tough. That's tough to say. And then I also know like shitty anime. Well, I don't think it's all that bad. Just the anime community thinks it's the worst show to ever exist. But I don't mind it as much. Especially if you don't take it too seriously. That's all I could really say. And that's SAO. I think it's a dumb show, but it's one of the shows that you don't want to take too seriously though. It's kind of like Ruby. Oddly enough, it's a show you don't take too seriously, but yeah, but there are some stupid things in the show. It's not the greatest show I've created because yeah, the anime community's not wrong. It is pretty hit or miss at times, but I still like the concept of it though. So, and there's Naruto. Yes, Naruto as well. Ooh. Believe it. Oh, just to trigger a specific person, we should watch the English dub. Just to trigger a certain somebody on it. You like SAO? That's good. Okay. There's some people that don't like it. Like I've searched up SAO and there's like a bunch of YouTubers saying this show sucks. It's horrible and whatever. It's like, oh, okay. But when I watched like the first season of it, I was like, it's not bad. There's some parts I was like, okay, this is pretty stupid, but yeah. I feel like the first season's pretty rushed, but that's really it. I had to get back to watching the second season because I actually was in the middle of it. and by the middle of it I mean just one episode. Just never got time to go back to watching the rest of it, so kind of in the works of doing that, so definitely will need to definitely do so. Yeah. But yeah, and this anime and stuff, just a bunch of anime would be fine to do. I don't know, like I said, I'm not really too knowledgeable when it comes to anime as a whole. I'm kind of slowly getting into it and just watching stuff once in a while, kind of like thing. So yeah, it's definitely a piece of medium I haven't really touched upon too much of. I like anime based games, but I just never played or never really watch a lot of anime, if that's the thing to say. I don't know, it's a weird thing to say, but yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, just there's a lot. And recommendations is always good too. Like whenever people say give recommendations, I'll look into it and definitely do so. But yeah, but definitely I need to find a place to do it on, because like I said, Watch Together only works with specific video sites like YouTube and stuff like that. So I definitely will need to find some sort of site that allows like Crunchyroll and stuff like that, so then I can watch it. I actually even found Ruby Volume 6 is even on Crunchyroll too, and I thought, oh, maybe that could work for Watch Together. It doesn't, unfortunately, which really sucks. So so whenever we get to Volume 6 on our current community night, I'll have to find some site that actually has all the episodes on them that's compatible with it. So but yeah. But yeah, so thank you for the question there. When it comes to that, I appreciate that. Another question comes from Barry Allen. Says, if you had to pick a DC show to watch, what would it be? Probably Arrow, maybe. I think probably Arrow would be it. Flash would be okay too. I haven't heard really much about what was it, Gotham, I think. I don't know. The last one I really only watched was oh god, what was the last one? I don't know. I don't know what the last one I watched, honestly. I can't remember. Smallville maybe might have been the last one I watched. So yeah, I don't know. Man, like I don't know. I don't really watch too much of the DC TV universe or something like that. I'll warn you, season 4 of Arrow is completely bad. Well, shit. Well, shit. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know, honestly. I don't really follow too much of the Marvel or like DC TV universe shows or whatever. I know the Marvel ones are all canon to the MCU and whatnot, but DC's like its own little thing. It's not compatible, or not compatible, not actually canon to the actual films. From what I gather, at least. Maybe they've changed that since then. But from what I've heard, they're not compared like the MCU ones or the Marvel ones. So, she's a Smallville. I just feel so old hearing that name. Yeah, that's probably the last, like the last DC show I kind of watched, to be honest. Technically I call it DC. It's based on Superman. So, yeah. So, yeah, but I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest, because yeah, I don't really follow too much of the the comic book TV shows, to be honest with you. I haven't really gotten too big into them, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not too big on them. I'm more into the cinematic experiences for comic book movies or comic book stuff and whatnot. So that's more what I'm into personally. So yeah, but that is what it is. So yeah. But yeah, so there you go. Thank you for the question there, and I'll wait if you have any more questions here. If not, then that's probably will be it for it. So yeah, Arrowverse, aka CW shows, are all canon to each other, though. Yeah, like I said, I know the TV shows are all canon. They're just not canon to the actual to the movies. Is what I'm saying. That's what I was referring to. So yeah, the site I've been using has been working fine for my anime nights. Maybe we could use that for anything that we can't use. Yeah, I know for Volume 6, we're gonna need another site for Watch Together, because sure, the episodes are up on Dailymotion, but they're not in the greatest quality. So I definitely need another site to actually watch the Volume 6 stuff for sure. Because yeah, like I said, it's hit or miss to find all the episodes on there, because they get taken down after a while too. So, and when you find some of the episodes, they're like in like 180p quality or something like that. It's like, ugh. called MetaStream. Okay, interesting. That's interesting. Does it do YouTube as well, or just like whatchamacallit, Crunchyroll and stuff like that? Just out of curiosity. Because if we can have a site that can do pretty much almost everything, that would be amazing. But those are hard to come by. The only site that was like that was Rabbit, obviously, but that's unfortunately closed. So yeah, we can't do much on that. Or well, it's going to be closed. So, or maybe it is closed. I don't know. 'Cause I heard it was going to be closed. So, but it probably is. I'm thinking it probably is closed. But yeah, MetaStream. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. Actually, yeah. Definitely will need to keep that in mind. It's basically Rabbit, but in beta, so it can do more. Say, oh, sick. Okay, maybe we might try that out on the next community night. Actually, yeah, I might actually try that out. Can you? And also, can you make playlists and stuff like that, like you can with with Watch Together and stuff like that? If is that a possibility? Just out of curiosity sakes. But yeah, MetaStream. Okay, I'll have to look into that. You can? Cool. Okay, we may have to try that out then. Yeah, I might try that out on Tuesday then, actually. So we'll give that a shot. So yeah, but it works a little differently. Fair enough. I'll look into it for sure. I'll definitely check it out. Check it out for sure. So yeah. But yeah, it looks like we're not getting any more questions here. So I think that's gonna wrap up the Q&A session. So thank you everyone for asking questions here. If you have a future question you'd like to ask for a future Q&A session, you can use the command !AskAndy and in the chat here, and it'll provide you a link leading to my Google Doc, so then you can fill out your question there, and I will answer it in a future episode of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, it's actually down below in the description there, and you can fill out the question there, and I'll answer it on a future edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. So yeah. But yeah, with that, I think that's going to wrap up this month's edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. A little bit of a shorter episode this month because there was not really too much to talk about, but we'll quickly do a quick rundown on everything we discussed here today. So we did our subscriber shout out. Once again, thank you for those of you who were subbed for the month of July. I appreciate it. We also did our month recap on what was going on here for the past month in July. We talked about our month's plans. We announced our August 2019 stream schedule. We showed the highlight of the month. We have some one little news and announcement regarding that the 8-year anniversary show information will be coming out later this month. So look forward to the August stuff. Look forward to later here in August for the 8-year anniversary show information and polls and all that stuff. We also have our cast from the month of August, which is Zom Chicken. Make sure to go check out Tad over at twitch.tv/Zom Chicken and the Zom Chicken community. And then we did our Q&A session. So yeah, so with that, that's going to wrap it up for this month's edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. Thanks for everyone who was here live watching on the stream here today. This will be going up onto YouTube afterwards, so if you need to recap anything, it will be up on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to give the video a like if you enjoyed this month's edition. If you have any questions or concerns, ask them in the description down or the comment section down below. Or if you're here on Twitch, you can talk to me on any of my social media, such as my Discord server or anything like that, and I'll gladly answer all that stuff there. So yeah, the next edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast will be coming to you live here in a couple weeks. Actually, it will be on August 28th, 2019, and that will be for the September 2019 channel update. So yeah, it should be a good one. So a lot of stuff will be talked about there, especially regarding the next season, maybe some more stuff regarding the anniversary show and other stuff to be discussed as well. So yeah, but look forward to that. But our next stream after tonight will be tomorrow, August 1st. We'll be here with Late Night Beatdowns for Smash Ultimate with a hero gameplay, just the hero release, I guess, stream basically, which will be all tomorrow. It's going to be a full dedicated Smash Bros stream tomorrow for Late Night Beatdowns, so it should be pretty good. So yeah, I hope to see you then. So with that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next stream here on the Gaming Beatdown and on the next episode of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. So you guys take care, have yourself a great night, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.